Democratic Party. They were relieved when the U.S. Supreme Court decided not to hear the case. Which ones you'll have to eat. God bless you.
This is Wayne's book. This is why I personally wanted him here today, because he has done his homework. He has searched the history. Everything he's telling you is based on absolute fact. Now, I know this is stunning to Democrats who are here with us today, and we want you to know nobody's accusing you of any of these things that Wayne has been talking about, and no any more than we want Tea Party folks to be accused of racism. A lot of these things we simply don't know. We don't know about our past. We don't know about some of the things that we ought to know about. And that's why we've got to become more informed so we can vote more intelligently. This is the entertainment capital of the world. It may amaze you to know that not only are there many writers, directors, actors, producers, executives who are conservatives in this town, there are, and we're going to hear from two producers today, very bravely speaking out in spite of the fact that their peers in this business don't like it and may not like them. But this guy has been out front for a long time. Let's welcome a noted Hollywood producer, Lionel Chetwynd.
You know, kudos to Pat. Couldn't be here without this. Actually, I'm mainly a writer, and so I absorb things. I really need to look around and study you, because according to Governor Intel of Pennsylvania, you're all believing this was a country of live and let live. Doing what we used to politely refer to as looking after our own business. Back in an era when you had such a thing as your own business, that wasn't the business of the government. We are fortunate to live in very comfortable times. As we went about our own business, politics went on as usual. We ignored it. That was merely our end. 2,400 years ago, Pericles warned his troops on the idea. I know it looks like that's a big Our revolution was fought to ensure equal freedom for all, to extend the common law to each and every person. Government, of course, in the end, would reflect who we were as a people. And that would come because in shaping policies that were consistent with the free choices of free people, you would get a picture of who we were. And the picture that emerged from America were plain, ordinary folk, plain common sense people, common virtues who enshrine life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness with sacrifice, honor, devotion, generosity to its fellow citizens, and above all, honesty and transparency of its government. Slowly, of the national moral. Slowly, this elite took control of our country, our universities, our media, and ultimately of the government itself. They rewrote history to serve their turns. George Orwell, who converted from communism to a sheer Democrat, said the hardest thing about the left with them is predicting history. A country, when the government established a different classes of citizens, and then its Department of Justice decides that one of those classes, in this case Caucasians, is not entitled to equal protection under the Voting Rights Act. That's not what we have. And above all, as in a free country, when the government can tell you you're going to join my health plan, and you will pay for it, and you will do as I say, regardless of how you might be situated. And usually, Washington is defiant of this country. The Hispanic Americans are like all Americans. And they care about Americans because they care about this country just as much as any other. We are not wackos and we are not crazies. We are Americans who have woken to the truth. We won't be pandered to. We ask these questions: what constitutes a free nation? What constitutes a safe nation? And Governor, when you find the answers to these questions, you're playing a little bit of jeopardy here. Those answers will tell you who we really are. The Tea Party. Not a political party going out trying to raise money and trying to do all the grubby things that are being done in Washington. But it's a point of view, and it's sweeping this country. It's living and let live, of sacrifice to the nation, of honor to its symbols, of respect for common sense before elitist cognitions, a nation that says its truth without fear and is able to do so because it isn't frightened that the other nation it's speaking to owns so much of our debt they could pull the plug on us tomorrow. This government is allowed to happen. They effectively own us. These values, this America has not been lost. It certainly has been misled. And all of us are complicit. Some by sins of commission, some by sins of omission. And that is what lies at the base of the Tea Party. The newly awakened throngs of Americans who turned away, lost their diligence. Well, we're back. To all you old-line politicians, what we have to say echoes Oliver Cromwell's directive to a parliament he felt had grown fat and dishonest. Go, he said. You have sat here too long. You've sat here for too long for any good you have been doing. Depart, I say, and let us have done with you.
That is, you just heard from a Hollywood producer, a movie producer. The Times has really said they are a-changing. I forgot to mention that the book, I know it a minute ago, Wayne Perryman brought a box of his books and he's giving them to you. If you want to pay him, which I would recommend, you can. But otherwise he will give to the first folks who come over there to the table and get them. I don't want you to leave right now. We got some music coming up in just a little bit. Victoria Jackson's here. We're going to have some other music. But I have a news flash for Lionel Chetwynd. You may have been a prophet up here because one of the news outlets that's covering today just passed along a rumor that indeed Osama bin Laden did drive across the border in a limo and he's hiding out in a condo in Cleveland. Now, I don't know if that's true. They're checking it out. Now, I want you to hear from someone that I respect equally as much as I do Wayne Perryman. This guy I've known, I guess, even longer. He is a minister. He is an activist. He is a humanitarian. He founded an organization called BOND, B-O-N-D, which is Brotherhood of the New Destiny. He has spent his adult